I went to seminary and I didn't have someone to show me the ropes. I didn't have someone to help me through the pitfalls, someone to process even.
I really wanted a mentor for my personal growth spiritually and for the ministry that I've been involving to. I've been waiting for years to find a mentor.
When I had the opportunity to be able to meet with somebody, Crystal in particular, I just thought it would be a great opportunity for me to move forward a mentoring position and then ultimately be able to allow Crystal to then mentor someone else as she moved forward in ministry.
So finally, when I received an email saying, hey, you have a mentor, I was so excited. I remember the first meeting with Julie was on the phone. And I have lots of freedom to share my struggle that I'm facing in ministry and in school, but it's really answered prayer. Through 222, I have Julie as my mentor, which is a huge blessing in my life, that I can share my struggles, my weaknesses, and my frustrations in ministries. And she really understands because she has been in ministry for so many years.
You don't have this is black, this is white. No, this is gray. Especially when you're working with people and you're caring for people within the congregation or in any kind of care situation. And I really need to focus on and lean into the work of the Holy Spirit in me and how He might be guiding me.
Experience takes time. And so to benefit from somebody else's experience, I think, is invaluable. There's things I've learned that are not in books, and so to be able to share that with somebody that's not gone through that, I think is very helpful. The fact that 222 is doing this, it helps to bring people together.
Carl and I meet every 2 weeks. What has been probably been the most helpful about this mentorship is, we'll be talking over. Usually Carl would pick out one thing that I said during our conversation and kind of drill down into it and say, hey, let's talk about this, or let's really work through this. And that sort of processing out loud and having someone who is further along in life and has more wisdom than me to kind of take apart some of these issues that I might even just mention in passing. That's definitely something I'll take forward, in my ministry, and something that's been a huge blessing through this mentorship.
The one thing, though, that the 222 Foundation has brought that a more collaborative church programming can't is just that level of intimacy.
I was a lawyer for 28 years. Now I'm working in ministry, and I've just seen pastors that have come out of the seminary and they've struggled with things that I've taken for granted.
I feel that I have a base of knowledge and some confidence going into ministry on how to lead a church and how to pastor a church, not just for the short term, but for the long term.
In my prayers, I was just talking to God hey, look, this is not going to happen unless you make it happen. And as a result of my partnership with 222, my tuition bill last semester was $72. And that's huge because that means I don't have to take out student loans, and I'm able to step into ministry unburdened by debt.
And I think 222, with the financial provision and also mentorship provision, it's like a boulders. If I carry a boulder by myself, I will be crushed, and I couldn't do that. Not worrying about how can I make money to pay my tuition when I'm an international student, can only work 20 hours per week with minimum wages, and at the same time, how to face the struggles and frustrations. By having that mentorship strengthens my belief and strengthens my skills and abilities in serving others.
I don't know many people who have this type of consistent, strong mentor presence in their life. The group, and also through mentorship, I think I have a realistic view of the difficulties that will be headed my way, and the 222 Foundation made a way for that.